we ready? Okay. Shortly after 8 o'clock this morning, the high school was placed on lockdown due to an isolated incident in the parking lot. EMS and law enforcement were contacted and are currently investigating. Our school district is shocked and deeply saddened by the situation, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the student involved. We appreciate our students and our staff remaining strong during this time. School counselors are available today and will be available tomorrow to speak with our students and staff. While this is a very difficult time for our schools, our staff, and community, our focus will continue to be ensuring that our students and staff feel safe and supported during this time. I want to say thank you to law enforcement, to our school administrators, our counselors, ministers, and our community for their swift response to this incident. We appreciate their readiness to be here for us at a moment's notice. We'll continue to remain in frequent communication with our parents as more information becomes available.
Do we have any questions that I can answer? I'll try to answer them the best I can.
Could you give us first, last name, private?
We're not, Ms. Sprouse, yeah.
Yes. Faye Sprouse, Superintendent of Ware Shoals School District.
Did anybody hear anything happen? How were you alerted to the situation?
The principal and safety coordinator were there on scene when this the incident occurred.
Chief, can you kind of walk us through when you guys were first alerted, what your officers first saw when they arrived on scene?
I believe DNR and one of the sheriff's office employees arrived first. They saw the victim laying on the ground in the grass over behind the white building by the library, and he had a head wound.
Was he responsive when they arrived?
He was not.
Do we know anything about his condition right now?
Critical still right now. I'm being updated as it goes.
Students are saying that, or people are saying that students were there and witnessed the event. Have you interviewed anyone about this?
We've interviewed, I think, 3 or 4 students that were there at the time, all saying the same thing.
Do we know anything about this weapon that was used at this time?
Small caliber, semi-automatic handgun.
You mentioned that the officers or school officials, some school officials were there when it happened. Was it an incident where they were trying to get the student not to do something?
They were. It was him and one of his friends in a vehicle. They were approached because they were late going into school. It turned out they had, I think, a Juul smoking device. They confiscated and possibly another tobacco product. At that time, he was getting out of the vehicle. I believe one of the safety coordinators at the school here observed what appeared to be a handgun in his waistband. When confronted, this male started walking up the hill backwards, and at which time he pulled the handgun out and shot himself.
Can you tell us what was he saying? Or?
I don't know what he was saying.
What's going on with the school right now? What state is, I think we're in a lock-in? Is that what it is?
No, we are no longer under lockdown. We have counselors, ministers on hand, mental health counselors to be there to speak with students who may have witnessed or who were friends of the victim.
As far as the rest of the day goes, is dismissal going to look normal?
Yes, we will remain on normal schedule today and from here to 4.
And parents are allowed to pick up their children today, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Dr. Sprouse, how are students and staff faring at the moment?
Well, we're a very small-knit community, and everybody knows everybody here. So we're reeling right now because we care about each other. And so, there's been a lot of prayers today and a lot of people supporting people, and that's the way it should be. So, and we just appreciate that so much.
Can you tell us what grade the student was in? Or if they were part of any extracurricular activities?
I'm sorry, I can't release any information about students.
Can you kind of talk to us about the communication process with parents after the first notification? Can you just kind of go through how the school handles situations like this?
Sure, we have communication that we can send throughout the district. It's called Thrill Share, and so we can send text, voicemails, and also post to our social media. So it's a great platform to keep people informed, and so that's what we did this morning once we determined Once the school was on lockdown, we wanted parents to know what was going on, but that the scene was safe, their child was safe, and that's very important for us to keep them informed when things like this happen.
Any idea where the gun came from?
Right now, I was informed, and I haven't been able to actually verify it. I was told he took it out of his mother's car last night at some point.
Any notes or anything found in the vehicle?
No,
Is there any indication as to why he had the handgun?
there is none. The girl that was with him at the time didn't know he had a gun, didn't know he was going to do anything with the gun.
Anything you can tell us that we didn't think to ask? Just either one of you.
That's pretty much all we have right now. I'm just waiting on an update on his condition.
And what's happening on the other side of the school right now? We saw the crime scene tape when we drove up.
That's where he was located upon arrival. Basically, we're just trying to find a shell casing right now. Anything? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.